before I get started, I would like to just give you a little preliminary. You want to do a traditional Russian toast to the bride and groom with a song to go with it. So, here you go. Before we sing, remember I told you that Russians like to eat and drink and everything in double, like we had a double wedding today, double everything, double barrel shotgun. So get ready, that's the only thing I could say. Caitlin, I tell you one thing, from these pictures I see he drags you everywhere. If he ever invites you to go to Siberia, minus 70 below Celsius, I would decline, no matter what you drink. With that said, enjoy. How's everybody feeling tonight? How you doing, dude? You good? Do that? Before I get started, I just wanted to touch on a couple of housekeeping points, no big deal. In accordance with the structure of today's events, I'm going to be following this toast up with the exact same toast, only in Russian. Which is no big deal, I know, you guys can handle it. Also, for those of you in the crowd who are still a little bit concerned, I want to apologize. The paper printing company actually egregiously misspelled their names. You are, in fact, at Sasha and Bevka's wedding, not Alexander and Diana's. So fear not, you're in the right place. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Nick Bevitt, and I have the distinct pleasure of being Sasha's best man for this glorious event, which over the course of the last 5 or so days I've come to realize really means that I'm only no more than a well-dressed, devilishly handsome executive assistant. Over the last week or so, he's had me wash his cars, spit shine his shoes, and get this, he actually asked me to pack his suitcase for his honeymoon. So, Sash, listen, I've never been to Hawaii, but I sure as heck wasn't going to let you go down there and look like a fool. So I thought to myself, what would the pride of Hawaii, Mr. Magnum P.I., wear? And let me tell you, brother, you're going to look ridiculous. I would like to thank a few people tonight, some very important people, starting with Caitlin's parents, Rod Myers and Colleen Myers, for what's been thus far a fantastic weekend, and what I guarantee will amount to one memorable evening. And I also want to give a quick shout out and thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Walter Mickle, who have basically been my second parents my whole life, and I just wanted to let them know that I've always appreciated that. So thank you all very much for everything you've put into this weekend. Now, Sasha and I have been very close friends for a very long time. And it was due to this fact that I felt that I really didn't want to shortchange you all tonight by not giving you a detailed, chronological breakdown of the history of our friendship together. Roughly 24 years I've known Sash. So, without further ado, let's get started. It all started on a balmy Saturday afternoon in the Adirondack Mountains of New York at a little Russian camp called Adyur. Sasha's family then moved to Seacliff. We went to 2 separate high schools. We found plenty of time to get in trouble together on the weekends. We graduated. Sasha went to Boston. I went to Maryland. We graduated again. We moved to San Diego. I left. Sasha stayed. A whole bunch of stuff happened over the next 5 years. Sasha got engaged, and that's what brings us here. As you can see, we've been playing together. He's given me roughly 4 seconds worth of good memories. No, but seriously, Sasha and I have basically done everything together. Some might say that we're twins. Obviously, fraternal. He's the Schwarzenegger to my DeVito. And as I reflected back over the history of our friendship together, you know, I really just came to realize that we've had a pretty smooth run of it. Wouldn't you say? Yeah, I mean, no major pitfalls, no casualties, or at least none that I can speak of here tonight. And I won't. Sasha's basically just a really easy guy to get along with. And when Sasha met Kaylin, I saw the same ease in their love as I'd experienced my entire friendship with him. Sasha and Kaylin definitely share a common thread. And if you've had the opportunity to take a quick glimpse at the many photos on their wedding website, you can definitely see that the love in their eyes is definitely genuine and pure. And that's because they're a perfect fit for each other. Kaylin, you look beautiful tonight. And I could not be happier than the fact that my friend has found somebody as amazing as you to spend the rest of his life with. And I gotta tell you, you couldn't be luckier than be marrying a guy like my best friend Sash, because as evidenced by many of the people in this room tonight, many of his friends that he's had since he was just a wee young lad, basically, his friendship is true, his friendship is loyal, and it is constant. And these are all traits that are gonna fare him well in his new role as your loving husband. So I guarantee that today you now have a lifelong partner who will always stand by your side and be there for you until the end. So I'd like to propose a toast to my best friend Sash and his beautiful new wife Kaylin. May you have a lifetime of laughter, cribs full of babies, and an enduring love that can never be questioned. Cheers, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, next I'd like to welcome our matron of honor and sister of the bride, Ms. Heather Snyder, up to the microphone for our matron of honor speech.